Hey there. So I had planned on drinking a beer and doing a build. I'm trying to put together this new computer because my other one broke or whatever. And anyway, but it was the last beer out of my home tap that I had. So I'm going to do this video impromptu, excuse the mess. So this is Sonoma Springs Divine Harvest. It's a Dunkelweiss at 5.7% alcohol by volume. So let's take a look at this. I poured it a couple minutes ago, and I didn't even look at the head. Had a lot of things going on, but it looks reasonable to me. Smell-wise, I get kind of a sweetness out of this, almost like, what do they call that? Anyway, it just smells like sweet wort, actually. You know, before, when you cook beer down before it's fermented, it's called wort, and it's very thick, it's very syrupy, it's very sweet, you know, because it's like this condensed crazy amount of sugar wrapped up in malt, and that's exactly how this smells. I get a little bit of graininess out of this, some roasty, toasty notes. But for all intents and purposes, you know, a Dunkelweiss is a Hefeweizen. It's just dark, and it's a dark wheat beer. So color-wise, you can see this is very dark. There's light behind me, light in front of me. No light is coming through. So very, very dark beer. As I swirl, I get a little bit more of a head, so it's pretty heady when it pours nice. And let's give this a taste. Good beer. I really like dark malty beers, and so this is no exception to that rule. I get this nice kind of roasty, toasty malt flavor out of here. I also get what I want to describe as a wax flavor. It's kind of waxy. Unfortunately, off flavors are not my forte yet. I'm working on that for the Cicerone certification, but I feel like waxy is an off flavor. It almost makes me want to grab my phone and check that for sure. But I get this kind of waxy flavor that resolves into just like a roasted grain flavor that's almost astringent on the tongue. None of this is unappealing, though. Overall, I feel like this is a very drinkable beer. It's probably a little bit more aggressive in the grain than I was expecting for a Dunkelweizen. It almost has like a super bitter finish. It's like it's like a little baby bitter finish back here at my jaw, and a little bit on my tongue. It's even a little bit dry. So French roasty, burnt coffee hints right there at the back of at the end of the flavor. Good beer though. I feel like it's very roasty and dark. You know, I don't get that sweetness, and I certainly don't get the grainy lightness that comes from a Hefeweizen per se. But it's an enjoyable beer nonetheless. So I don't have the style guide in front of me, so who knows if it's to style, but like I said, this is a beer and a build, a beer and a build. So there you have it. Sonoma Springs Dunkelweiss, and this is out of the Home Tap by Hopsy, which of course is amazing. Unfortunately, I just tapped out, and now I'm out of Dunkelweissen because I've shared it with too many people. Ugh. But give it a try if it's something that you come across that's available locally. And Sonoma Springs, I'm pretty certain, is out of Sonoma, California. So local to the Bay Area, you know, quick hop, skip and a jump drive up to Sonoma, which is a beautiful piece of country. So enjoy that if you can. Anyway, cheers. Divine Harvest. 5.7%. I also think once it warms up, it kind of mellows out a little bit too. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night.